In July of 1518, the city of Strasbourg, then part of the Holy Roman Empire, was gripped by a mysterious and horrifying event that would leave its mark on history forever. It began quietly, almost unnoticeably, with one woman, Frau Troffea. One ordinary morning she stepped into the cobblestone streets and began to dance. At first the townspeople thought little of it, a strange quirk, a moment of joy perhaps, but hours passed and Frau Troffea did not stop. Her movements became frantic, erratic, and her exhaustion was evident, yet she could not stop herself. Within days, others joined her. What started as a single woman dancing soon became dozens. Men and women, young and old, were swept into the rhythm of the plague. No music played, no festival was underway, yet the streets of Strasbourg teemed with uncontrollable motion. Physicians were summoned, but they were baffled. Some believed it was a result of hot blood, an imbalance that could only be cured through more dancing. Others whispered of supernatural causes, curses, divine punishment, or possession by the devil. The city tried to intervene. Authorities cleared halls and even built stages, thinking the dancers would recover in a controlled environment. They provided food and water, but nothing could halt the relentless movement. Reports from the time tell of people collapsing from sheer exhaustion, some even dying as their bodies failed under the strain. Families watched helplessly as their loved ones danced day and night, consumed by a force no one could explain. The origins of the dancing plague remain debated. Some historians suggest ergot poisoning, a hallucinogenic mold found in rye bread, could have caused uncontrollable spasms and convulsions. Others argue it was a mass psychogenic illness, a form of collective hysteria triggered by extreme stress, famine, and the harsh conditions of 16th century life. Imagine the streets of Strasbourg transformed into a living nightmare. People danced through narrow alleys, spilling into the market square. Shoes were worn down to the soles, feet blistered and bleeding, bodies racked with pain. Neighbors could do nothing but watch as the city was consumed by this inexplicable frenzy. Merchants abandoned stalls, church bells tolled in confusion, and the air was thick with panic. Weeks passed, and the dancing continued. Authorities kept careful records of those affected, noting their physical decline and the horrifying spectacle that had taken over their city. Despite attempts to calm the plague, religious processions, prayers, and medical remedies, the strange epidemic showed no mercy. Eventually, the intensity subsided. The dancers dwindled, some succumbing to fatigue, others regaining control of their bodies. Strasbourg returned to its normal rhythm, yet the memory of those weeks lingered, whispered in fearful stories for generations to come. The dancing plague of 1518 is more than just a strange anecdote from the past. It is a chilling reminder of how human minds and bodies can be pushed beyond their limits. To this day, researchers, historians, and scientists continue to debate the cause, the scale, and the meaning of the plague. It serves as a bridge between folklore and science, a tale that defies easy explanation. And yet, it remains undeniably real, a time when an entire city danced as though possessed. So the next time you think history is dull or predictable, remember Strasbourg, 1518, and the terrifying weeks when an entire city danced to the edge of madness and death. The dancing plague was not just a story, it was a living nightmare, one that reminds us that truth can often be far stranger than fiction.